Hello everybody. Today I told you such elements. They are sulfur and nitrogen. So we started our lesson. Sulfur is a yellow solid. It's insoluble in water but soluble in carbon sulfate. In nature, sulfur exists both in free form and in compounds. It has three electrodes: rhombic, monoclinic, plastic. One of the ores of sulfur is iron disulfide. Sulfur reactions. Sulfur has -2 +4 +6 oxidation states in its compounds. First, it may form compounds with all metals at high temperature except gold and platinum. Second, it can be burned with oxygen. Third, it is also reactive with other nonmetals at high temperature. Compounds of sulfur. First compound of sulfur, hydrogen sulfate. It's highly toxic, colorless gas. It smells like rotten egg. Second, carbon disulfide. It's flammable and colorless liquid. It is a toxic but has a pleasant odor. It is slightly soluble in water. It is a good solvent for nonpolar substances such as iodine, plastic and phosphorus. Third, sulfur dioxide. It is a toxic colorless gas with a sharp and bad odor. It is an acidic oxide, so it reacts with basic substances. It dissolves in water to form sulfurous acid. Sulfurous acid is not a stable compound. It is a weak and diprotic acid. Sulfur dioxide plays a major role in acid rain and in air pollution. For them, sulfur trioxide. It is very active and volatile liquid. It is also an acidic oxide like to sulfur dioxide. It dissolves in water to form sulfuric acid. Sulfur trioxide has also a major role in producing acid rain. Fifth, sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is colorless, non-volatile, and hydraulic liquid. It is one of the strongest acids. It is prepared by the contact process in industry. Sulfur uses. Sulfur is used in dyes, paper, in the production of rubber. Some compounds of sulfur are used as fertilizer. Sulfur is in the production gunpowder with carbon and potassium nitrate. Sulfuric acid is very important chemical substance in industry. It is used to produce fertilizers as an electrolyte in lead accumulators. In tanning leader in the manufacture of paints, soaps, detergents and plastics. It is also used in the nitration of compounds from which explosives such as TNG or TNT are made. Today, the development level of counter is measured by its consumption of sulfuric acid. Next one, nitrogen. It's also called azote, meaning dyed in Latin. It's colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas that exists as free diatomic molecules. In the atmosphere, the percentage of nitrate gas in atmosphere is 78% by volume and 75% by mass. Nitrogen is a very important element for living organisms. It's a part of the structure of proteins and nucleic acid. Respiration. It's obtained by the frictional distillation of the liquefied air in industry. In the laboratory, heating the mixture of sodium nitrate and saturated ammonium chloride gives the pure nitrogen gas. Chemical properties. Nitrogen in element form hardly reacts because of strong triple covalent bonds between nitrogen atoms. Therefore, it does not react with acid, bases, water or halogens at STP. Reactions. First, at right temperatures it reacts with metals to produce nitrate compounds. Second, at right high temperature or in high electrical current it reacts with oxygen to produce nitrogen monogas. Compounds of nitrogen. Firstly, ammonia. It's a colorless gas with characteristic sharp smell. It's highly soluble in water. In the laboratory, ammonia can be prepared by heating a solution of ammonium chloride with a strong base such as sodium hydroxide. In industry, ammonia is obtained by the Haber process in which nitrogen and hydrogen gas are heated under high pressure. Important reactions of ammonium are as follows: ammonium plus acid, ammonium salt; ammonia plus oxygen, nitrogen plus water. Second one, oxides of nitrogen. Dinitrogen monoxide. Its common name is nitrous oxide or laughing gas. It's often used as mild anesthetic by dentists. In laboratory, it can be prepared by heating ammonium nitrate. Nitrogen monoxide, commonly called nitric oxide. It's colorless gas which can be produced by the reaction of dilute nitric acid solution and copper metal. In nature, it's produced by lighting in nitrogen and oxygen gas mixture. It's also produced during ignition of car motors. It has harmful effects. When it's inhaled, it forms gas by combining in the lungs, attaches to water molecules in lungs, and houses the formation of nitric acid. Nitrogen dioxide. It's a reddish brown gas which can be prepared in laboratory by the reaction of copper metal and concentrate nitric acid. It dissolves in water to form a mixture of nitrous acid and nitric acid. Third one, nitric acid. It's colorless foaming liquid. It's one of the strongest acids. Nitric acid was originally prepared by heating of mixture of potassium nitrate and concentrate sulfuric acid. In industry, nitric acid is obtained by Ostwald process as follows. In industry, it is used to prepare fertilized explosives, nylon, and polyurethane plastics. Fourth one, nitrates. The salts of nitric acid are called nitrates. The nitrates of alkaline metals like sodium, potassium have the common name saltpeter. For example, is potassium saltpeter and is sodium saltpeter. Sodium saltpeter is also called Chile saltpeter since it is found in Chile. All nitrates are solid crystal compounds which are highly soluble in water. They decompose by producing oxygen gas when heated. Depending on the chemical reactivity of the metal which is in structure of salt, the decomposition of nitrates occurs differently. Uses of nitrogen compounds. In metallurgy, nitrogen gas is used in preparation in inert atmosphere without oxygen. This atmosphere is also used to keep food without decomposing and spoiling during packaging and storing. Liquid nitrogen is used to preserve frozen food and transporting. By the reaction of nitric acid with some organic compounds, some explosives are produced such as trinitrotoluene (TNG), trinitrotoluene (TNT). Ammonia and ammonium salts are used as fertilizer. Saltpeter and Chile saltpeter are used as fertilizer is used in production of gunpowder together with carbon and sulfur. So, we finished our lesson. Thanks for attention.